This video is for the G-Analyst from Valentine Research circa late 1980s. This unit is fully complete, including the base unit, the head unit, the 10-foot network type cable. Over here I'll show the shorter of the two network cables. I believe that one's 6 foot. The little baggie it came in, the cigarette adapter, and the communications or data cable. Both manuals, suction cups and Velcro strip, mounting bracket, software, and the README or help file from the software, and box. This unit is in exceptional condition. The box itself shows no sign of wear, but then again it is 20-something years old. The unit itself and the manuals and the cables are all in very good condition and really does not look like it's been used, as the cables themselves all have twist ties and seem to be pretty tight, other than the data cable, which I stretched out a little bit out of the tie in order to connect to the computer. The reason I'm using such an aged computer is because it has the 25-pin communications port or serial port in the back, which is required by the unit. I'm going to power the unit on. As you can see on the screen, it says COM port is enabled, however not active, which is normal status when the software is running and the device is powered off. I will power the device on and listen in the background. You will hear the computer acknowledge that is receiving data. That was the beep heard. That is not from the device. That is actually from the computer. You can see the devices came on. Going to flip through the displays really quick. Okay. Go back to the computer. We will see port is now receiving data. I will now simulate driving by pressing the record button and pressing the begin button, which is right down here. So as you can see on the device, the crosshairs, I will pick up the base unit and I will begin to move it around to simulate accelerating, braking, and turning movements. I'm now going to change the display on the device. This will simulate a braking and accelerating. You can see the device or the graph moving up and down. Pressing the device another time, we'll change it to a right and left turn. I'm going to leave that running and move back over to the screen. You will see that status has now changed to recording in data space. In other words, it's receiving data from the device. At this point, I will go ahead and stop the test. You see our data has returned back to our displays receiving data again. Kind of misleading. It's not really receiving data, just showing that it has a live active connection. Now pressing F10 will bring us into the software to view the data. As you can see, we have the time starting at the bottom is 00, the G's, the status of what's going on, and then over here on the right hand side is the similar graph to what we saw. So here we are, as you can see on the screen, it's braking and gassing, so this is our acceleration and our slowing down. I will scroll through it, and as you can see, we're seeing similar graphing on the right hand side along with the data. This data can be exported into a generic file that can be imported into Excel or any other type of software, and then can be manipulated to create charts, graphs, and reports, and so on. From this point, if I press G to move to the different, we are now into the turning, the right and left movements, I believe. No, there's our turning right and left movements. So again, you can see the graph on the right hand side, and then in this, right in the center of your screen, you'll see it's telling you what you're doing: right hand turn, left hand turn, and so on. Braking gas, vector sum, which I'm not familiar exactly what that is. That is something that would probably be in the book. And then the right and left turn. We're going to exit back to here, and as you can see, there's multiple options here, including saving it to a file, to the diskette, or to the hard drive of the system, at which point you can export that file into your other applications. And that is the end of this display.